Hi, so I went for a little jog today, but it hurt my back, so I jogged down the road for about, um, maybe it took me 10 minutes. And then I went back and I looked at a bunch of Halloween decorations. So I was thinking about food, so I got breakfast settled, omelets. Maybe I can learn to make crepes and I can have tea, decaffeinated green tea, maybe a few bags, a few cups. And then for lunch, I thought of potato salad with mayonnaise, mustard, whatever else. And then toasted different kinds of bread, like, whole grain, white, wheat, stuff like, I guess that's mostly, they have like special seed bread, maybe nut bread. And then I was gonna have, so it's gonna be toasted or grilled, and I'm gonna have like that sliced American cheese on it, maybe like 4 pieces, 2 on each side, and then put tuna fish with mayonnaise in it. I guess I'd have 2 of those, maybe a bowl of the potato salad. It reminds me of the food I had in the second group home, which I don't like. So, and I got supper settled to all those meat, vegetables, and potato home fries. And Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving will probably be turkey chopped up small with gravy, and then a bunch of stuffing with no onions, moist, and then a lot of mashed sweet potatoes with brown sugar and regular mashed potatoes in a volcano with gravy and what else did I have? A lot of coleslaw. I guess that's. Okay, I hear something. I just wonder what it was. Some kind of machine. Okay, I don't know what it was. Maybe. So I think that's all I remember for now. I'm not having any vegetables or salad, I guess. What else? I forgot. Yeah, they have pumpkin pie, I think. Yeah, pumpkin pie. And you have whipped cream and vanilla ice cream is the best I know of. What else is there? I don't know. I'd probably just have water for lunch. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have make juice out of orange and lemon. Specifically, I chose, and then what do you call them? Freezes. So it's gonna be either frozen cherries, whichever is the cheapest, frozen or fresh. Eventually, I'll get fresh and organic. I could even grow some of my own stuff. So then I'd have some kind of sparkling water mixed with it, and that's probably all. I don't think I have enough ice to do anything with that, and my ice maker doesn't really work that well. And then I would have, and if I have smoothies, I'm still on the strawberry smoothies. I was thinking of mixing coconuts and bananas. Maybe just coconut juice or cream, I don't know. It's maybe both. So that's all I have for now. I have ice cream maker, ice cream sundae book, so that seems pretty good for now. They used to serve soup at the second group home too. It was so tacky. You would have a sandwich with white bread, and the soup, and it wasn't very much soup. It wasn't much meat, and when I was in 5th grade, and a lot of maybe 5th and 6th grade, I don't know, maybe. I had a sandwich every day, and then there's probably like 6 or 7 slices of cold cuts of ham or turkey in white bread every day. So, yeah, I was just thinking of what they serve in jail. Jail seems to be the place where people commit crimes. Like, say you were innocent, like if you accidentally killed someone while you were drinking, you can go to jail for 30 years. Oh, that's the cars outside. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking of jail, and that seems unfair to me because I don't think it solves anything. And then like you could end up in a bad situation, almost like being put on pills. like in a jail, and they serve. It's very torturous in how you feel there, at least these days. And they would shove food down your throat that's disgusting, like mixed, slop, like maybe meat or beans or rice and goo and stuff. I don't know what it was, or pasta. That's kind of what I had in the group home from the church. So I don't think the church drives are worth it, because if you call 211, it's like the main source, and they recommend you to go to food drives at churches, and it's just a bunch of trash. People go there who have money, and the people who don't have money have a car, even though a lot of people take the bus. Those are flies. So I wouldn't recommend going there. It just sits in your house. Maybe it's like a trophy case showing the crap of Cleveland. And not everywhere has a soup kitchen. You can just walk there from anywhere. So literally, the most important thing in the U.S. is not to feed the poor, because that means everyone's going to stop working. And I was just thinking of Latin Americans and Italian immigrants. When I think of Asian immigrants, which probably aren't as many. And most of them are like work at Chinese restaurants and stuff, it seems. And then, what else? Oh yeah, African Americans. So that's pretty much it. I don't know what Native Americans do, but they have tribes. So you have Latin Americans who come here for safety mostly, or maybe they go to Europe, maybe they stay Germany. And then they have Italian immigrants and African Americans. African Americans from America, Latin Americans from an immigrant country, and Italians from Europe. Probably all here to study Germany and go there someday. So those are the people who spend time making food, and it's good food. Like we get spaghetti in Cleveland. If you go to a cafeteria, maybe, and they work hard on it, but all we get is spaghetti. Anyway. So that they have those nice women who are more big than most people, and they're in the kitchen all day with those crock pots now. And then the Latin Americans, they also spend a lot of time in the kitchen here in the U.S. And the African Americans copy Americans' disgusting food compared to whatever I saw in Europe. We just have a few things, who knows what they hear. Anyway, I just hope it's not chicken soup and beef stew. I don't like ham stew anymore either. So, African Americans from America, Latin Americans from an immigrant country, and Italians from Europe here. And they all spend time in the kitchen paying attention to making good food, which takes a long time for them to cook. And I don't know, I don't know if other countries take as much time to cook. But they also spend time with paying attention to their family, maybe a lot of times while they're in the kitchen. They can do art with their children and stuff. They have those new tablets. And so they all focus on computer science, makes them feel safe. I guess they already got food down or something. Maybe that's why. Oh, and I just figured out all my life I needed to get a big device that chops beef and maybe other meat up into tiny pieces before I cook it, and then put stuff on it. But maybe the chicken will not be chopped up. The beef though and stuff, and the pork. And I want to make the beef, the pork, and I forgot what else. I want to make it into Asian food, but I don't want rice. I only like pork fried rice. I like Japanese the best, which seems to have more oils or something in it, and it takes them a long time to cook a little bit. So I only like rice as pork fried rice. I like it with the bean sprouts and lots of eggs. And I do like green onions, but probably not with that anymore. And so I like pork fried rice with sesame chicken, honey chicken, orange chicken, and the other kind. So that's all, but I'm not going to make that. I'm going to make fried chicken. So I don't want rice with that. So I haven't figured that out yet. I'm not gonna make egg rolls or anything, probably. Maybe not even dumplings. I think those are hard to make. No. So I'm gonna make the beef and the pork into Asian dishes, but I don't know what I'm gonna put with it. And so what was I saying? Anyways, so I was interested in those people cooking here, and then they have their families, and oh yeah, but they don't make it into the upper echelon academically, and so their kids don't go to the top schools like Jewish people who don't come here because like we're not as white. I guess that's a mistake. Germany must hate us. And so yeah, so they don't make it into good colleges, and it actually matters if you like your college at all in the first place. You could have a good teacher, but I think so the top colleges, they might cheat like honors, and it might be more social, but the quality isn't that good. Like if I took private piano at Southeastern or whatever, Ole Miss in Mississippi, UNO, those three places, even Tulane with not as good as proud a music school. They have better piano teachers, but how would I know? So I went to Loyola anyway. I didn't figure anything out, but so we had a nice first day of theory class, learning that every week or month or something, where you learn to think about the beat, and then you add the beats after the first and the second beats. There's 4 beats. And it's supposedly something they didn't do in school before anywhere, like in band or whatever. So it's just practicing it. And you don't know if you do good, and you know what to do when you feel you got it. So then you just don't get it after. And then the other thing I learned by attending there is the statement that you, once you get the beat down, it doesn't really matter if you keep it, like if you're a piano player, or organist or whatever. And then you just, there's no beat really, it's just a guideline. Then you have to feel for the beat. You don't even have to feel for the beat, it's just automatic. So I might have lost it, but it was more like a technical skill, and I guess so many people have it. So, and their orchestra wasn't good, their choir wasn't good, the ballet was not really good. I did learn more in that ballet than any other, except the muscle placement. So what I learned in that ballet was the technical book, where you read about the positions, but mostly because you put your whole body in a certain angle. So that would be, so you're, they had the funny fingers, but so I usually have like something like this, but it was actually nicer to change it there and do it like that or whatever. I haven't done it in a long time now, so. And then you have your arms around it, which I already do. And then you, so you put your arms like in different places, like it'll be here, and you here, or here. And then you go forward and backwards, and you put your head in a certain place. So and then each way actually has a random place you put your head. So every time you put your hand here, your straight head, and here I think it's like that. I'm not sure, but then when it's the side, it's like that, and then when you put your leg back, you put this arm here, and you look back like that, and then your feet, of course. I guess you would know your feet. I don't know. So I did Tai Chi too. So actually, from my mom, so I invested Tai Chi. So you put your feet at certain angles, and I got it down from my mom. I don't know if she's actually the source. My old piano teacher, Miss Jones, the Italian from New York City, went to Juilliard for more than one certificate. Actually, she's from New York City, and I lived in New Orleans before I went to college there, and I'm from the South. And both our families, I guess, are from the Northeast, New York and Pennsylvania. So that was the ballet. That's how I learned the ballet there. So I haven't learned much. I don't think they did. So I know that was the only place I did that. Um, that's why I liked it. But I couldn't have done it without going to the ballet school before that. Um, any other good ballet places? Well, the first one I went to, I didn't learn anything, so I don't know. I'm just glad it wasn't like worse. I don't know what else to say. Oh, so I brought this. I've got some batons. I'm actually pretty good at twirling it. I just can't spin around. That's all. I can't spin myself around and catch. I can spin around good, but I can't spin around and catch the baton after I throw it in the air. So I don't think I can do much. I'm just a dancer. So most people, I learned to do this when I was 7, 8. I know everyone can't do it. So I don't know if I can throw it, but I don't know. I don't know much. That's mostly all I know. And we used to do stuff like this. I learned stuff like that. I did it once when I was 16, but I just don't want to throw it. And we used to use ribbons and stuff and do Aladdin. Friend like me, the genie. Yeah, I was just thinking if I did music, like I wanted to sing Beauty and the Beast in a pop style. I already thought of my clothes. Because I was thinking of doing Mariah Carey's Christmas, and I was like, this is better. I didn't want to copy Mariah Carey. And then, so I was thinking if I make another playlist, maybe I'd make more Lion King and Aladdin or something. I like the medleys. So my favorite in the Lion King is the fight, in the 2019, whatever it was, the fight scene, and then the music sounds good after that. But I think it's because my mom died that month. And my dad was still alive, and then I found out he was going to die too. I never said anything like that, but yeah, I was in Orlando and they died and everyone turned off and I couldn't feel sad about it. But the funny thing is my dad knew for 2 years, and I know his dad was a mortician and he had a bachelor's to do it. So if you have a bachelor's or whatever, you can move to Europe, but mostly I was just thinking but you can use it on the job to communicate about stuff. That's pretty much all it is, I guess. And I'm not saying you don't study. Some things maybe, you don't need a degree for most jobs. I don't know, maybe you don't need a specific one for some science jobs, who knows. So, I never cried about it when he was alive, so I never really cried about it unless I wanted to. But my mom, I was trying to hide it while we were in this place called hospice, and I didn't really know she was gonna die. I didn't know if I was gonna major in music until I went there. For sure. And I was still doing schoolwork because I didn't know. So my mom. So first she went in an ambulance. I didn't get to see. I don't know who I saw in the ambulance. Maybe I did. I think I recorded it. But I didn't post it online because I lived there. So no one find me. So she went in the ambulance. She had a weak body from pneumonia. Actually, it was because she couldn't swallow food from the medicine, but she never liked to eat and she likes to clean. So like her dad, I guess. Or Chinese. So she went to the ambulance and she went to the emergency room, which is the ER, which is what they call it here. And then she went to the intensive care unit, which is the ICU, and that's all I know about. And then I found out about hospice, which can be a nicer place than others, but so it wasn't that great. But so she was in this room, she was unconscious, kind of like me, except she couldn't move or talk or anything. But they wouldn't tell me if she could hear. And my Aunt Joni gave up a week or more of work and held her hand, and my Aunt Barb was there to tell her what to do. She's like, Joni, do you see anything in that room that's about you? And then my younger brother and I, of course, were there, and we were supposed to stay in there and talk about St. Augustine. And my dad broke out and cried, and everyone was always mean to me in Orlando, and I was being monitored in private, so he started crying in his wheelchair. And my aunt Barb was always fed up about the being monitored in private, so I was upset the way she touched him to annoy me. I don't know. I didn't really do anything, but you know, it wasn't what most people are just like. I don't know what I said, but then I maybe don't want to say what I said, but it wasn't anything bad or like what I don't know. But my dad's like, stop touching me. I think the reason he stopped going on Facebook though was because of her. Actually, because she was onto him, but I think he likes her a lot, so it was probably something sad. So yeah, so then we were with my mom, and then I was at my desk, and at the desk there on my laptop, posting on that internet site, and then maybe I had in my blog. So maybe, and I listen to music, and I use my headphones. I probably I had music on for her, and then it's kind of a secret, so I guess they all knew. Maybe they told them or something. So I don't cry in public. I don't tell people if I cry in my room even. But who doesn't? You think I never would know when you think it's bad? No. Anyway, I was at the desk and I was looking at the computer. It was so hard not to let them know and like to hear me start crying or something. So it was so hard. Yeah, there was an organ there and I played it and everyone heard and they liked it. I played the violin but no one liked it. It wasn't my best days, but I don't know, maybe they're too used to listening to music, like unlike me. Except I listened to Beethoven and Enya and few other things, like more Celtic with other CD. Yeah, we had Yanni a lot. I just like one or two songs, you know, the main one, and then you know, other things. And anyway, so I don't know what's talking about. Yeah, why I didn't ever cry about. Yeah, I did cry. So when I heard my mom was in the hospital, yeah, I'm crap, huh? So I guess the first night I took the bus there. You know, I don't know. I guess I had money and everything, but and I had to walk through behind all these buildings. You know, like usual. It wasn't that bad. It was at the hospital, and everyone liked me there still, except they wanted me to practice violin all day and not have anything else. They didn't have enough food or anything. So I went to the hospital without anyone knowing. I heard my dad was with her, and he was still okay, but I guess he had his wheelchair or whatever. No, he had his walker, but he wasn't in a wheelchair. So I went the first night. It was actually to help my dad. I didn't know he was gonna die or anything, or he's sick. So then he got to go home. You know, they're all cute and stuff. They're more alive than me. They look younger and stuff, and they die because they're sick. So yeah, my mom's was cancer. Breast cancer and bone cancer, and also her eye had something called a detached retina after 2 car accidents in a row, but I think it was after she got cancer technically. Actually, it was actually before, but I don't know why. I don't want to know why, but I know Orlando did it. And if anything else, New Orleans was mean to her. It was kind of the end of St. Augustine that wasn't good, but you know, I don't think the US was good. But anyway, so I was at the hospital. So I saved him that night. And he actually died quicker because I told him about it. Like he was sleeping with his head to the side, and he was gonna die anyway. But oh yeah, I drove with him or whatever. Maybe I drove him to the military hospital, which I liked. And because of the stress of the trip with his wheelchair, it made him die sooner. I kind of knew it already. I always said my parents didn't listen to me, and that's why they died. I always told them about eating more. I gave them a book about being a millionaire, and they kind of thought I was in trouble. You know, it's Christmas too, maybe, or something. I don't know, maybe it wasn't. But, yeah, lots of stuff. Exercise. Even when I was like 2 or 3 years old, why doesn't Dad exercise? Man, they never listened to me, huh? Then I had my grandma. I guess they're not like her. Not as smart as her, so, but she liked me. It's just funny, her thing about being German and Dutch, but also French. Like, she's always, and then she's also got English. No, she hasn't got English. Maybe, but, and she's always thinking, I can't even get how that's possible, but I guess I just have to respect that she deserves to be that good after being that old. And it seems like her life was over, but she came back for her grandkids. But she, you know, she had a real life up north. She went to Perkins and stuff. And I got crap down south. They come up here and these lazy kids get all these good bread and they just sit back, kick and relax, watch cartoons and crap on me, and then I get the crap life. Yeah, I'm not trying to show off. And if I posted this online, people say there's something wrong with me, but you go online and no one cares if someone says they're gonna kill you, so I don't care about any of this crap. Oh, and you want to know about me, or I'm not on TV. It doesn't matter. So about me. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter either. Oh, you're wondering about me following Andre Rieu or anyone else like Freiberger, Broke Orchestra, or whoever. Yeah, it's like the people in Andre Rieu's orchestra are inclined to think you're in that orchestra. So I'm a pretty big fan, so everyone knows me. So it's all over his page on Filmboard, which is the IMDb. So pretty much, yeah. It's all good stuff, and all this crap comes up every once in a while. No one talks to me, so there's nothing you can do about that. But if you just want to read one thing I say, usually most of it's pretty good. Nothing like what other people say, so you probably need to leave me alone. Or I'll just say there's these people monitoring me in private and they can't deal with Cleveland and Orlando and all that. And say I didn't have time to think of anything better, or maybe had to do with something else. But I didn't really say anything bad, so I don't know what to talk about. Oh, the only other thing is Americans think of everything sarcastically, and Europeans don't understand anything, so too bad. I think it's okay if you say something bad, but I wouldn't just do that, so I don't think I'd ever do that. I don't know who would, but I'm not that person. So I'm pretty good about being nice. That's probably my best quality. A second best quality along those lines is being very perfect. And then maybe the next one is being smart and clean and neat and polite, presentable, not passive aggressive or withdrawn or borderline. That's probably what you think about me. So I did do theater, so I'm not even as shy as whatever you thought before. I was never shy in the home. I wasn't especially outgoing, actually. It was normal. Oh, I said now. Hi.